All right, pleasant morning to you, everybody. Oh, it's a beautiful Friday morning. It feels like people are just joining this time around. Okay, only 11 people are on this session this morning, so we will wait and let more people join in before we kick the ball rolling. Okay, it's going to be a very beautiful Friday for us. I know the week has been so beautiful. The market has been doing so much well. All right, so let's see how we can position ourselves again and go the path of profit this morning. All right, so we wait and let more people join in, and then we keep the ball rolling. Good morning once again. I believe everyone can hear me. Right, right. All right, I think we can start. Let's just continue. Good morning once again. And how has been the week? I believe most of us also enjoyed the beautiful holiday. Okay, and the good thing is that even in the course of the holiday, you could see how the market moved heavily. It was such a very beautiful move. And I believe most of us took advantage of the moves and then the signals that you got as well. Okay. Okay. So, and I think that, and that will characterize the rest of the day. We will still see some good moves in the markets today. But then let's look at how the market has fared so far, right? And then the world fundamentals, things that have happened. And then let me quickly just go and then share my screen. Just 1 minute, please. Okay. All right. Good one. All right. Can we all see my screen? Is it showing? I want to be sure. It's not showing yet. Okay, just hold on a minute. Share screen. Okay, how about now? Why no? What's happening? Oh, okay. Somebody said yes. My screen is not. Okay, let me stop this screen share and then start again. Okay. Why is this not showing? I must have done this like 3 times now. Why is it not showing? Okay. And we still cannot see my screen. It was on earlier. Okay. You can see it now. Okay. O- Okay. Let's just wait. I guess network and is having effect. Yeah. So let's just wait. Just hold on. Just hold on. So let's believe there's a lag. There's a lag in the connection. So let's believe it will catch up. All right. So if it does not, I will share again. But then while we are waiting for that, let's just go through what the market did. Remember, on Monday, usually Monday we do not have any major impact news. Okay, so Monday was quiet, with just one major impact news that came as an interlude. All right, so please let me I want to try and share the screen again. So please let me see if this one. You can see my chart. Can you see my chart? Someone said it's showing now. You can see my chart. Okay. Some said yes, some said no. Oh, the network is playing his game on also. All right. So I want to go back. I want to go back to the forest factory. You get? Some said yes, some said no. Okay. So let me do another. Okay. And how about now? So I will just continue in case you do not see it, but that means I will have to paint the picture with my words very well. My words very well. All right. So I was saying that There was no major impact news on Monday, and then Tuesday came and still followed the trade. I remember we had a medium impact news on Monday, which was even way better than what we had on Tuesday. But the real deal was on Wednesday when we had high impact news everywhere, beginning with the New Zealand region where we saw the official cash rate being released. Okay, and they still maintained their rate policy as well. Most of these guys are looking at having their interest rate cut. But we are beginning to look at a kind of change in narrative and a twist in the old trajectory. And that's for the fact that we are seeing, for example, from the US zone, the CPI, the cost CPI value that came out, it still shows that there is inflation in the economy. And the rent in the US, the rent and some other stocks are beginning to go on the high side. And then this is beginning to dent the expectation that there will be a kind of interest rate cut. Remember, last month, the Federal Reserve came up to tell us that there will be a three rate cut this year. But then we are beginning to have this thing change. The narrative is changing because we may not see any three rate cut this year. At most, perhaps we'll be looking at just one rate cut this year, and that might not even be even before the national election. All right, and so this is going to somewhat push a kind of a bullish sentiment towards the dollar. And then you look at it. Look at the data, the CPI data that came out on Wednesday. Look at it. Okay, we had 0.4 month on month, and then even year on year, all of them came out good for the dollar. And so this is a bullish sentiment toward that. Although we are not expecting a kind of interest rate hike this time around, okay, but at least we may still see the Federal Reserve hold on to the to status quo for now. Look at it. In March, it was expected that we will have a rate cut. Then from March, it moved to May. May moved to June. June to September. And we may not even have it. Okay? We may not even have it. And that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. And so we also had news from the Canadian region, which also gave us their own monetary policy report as well. And then yesterday we had not only the PPI, we also had what's it called? Yeah, we have PPI. Then we had news from the East Europe region, ECB. And then everything just, how many of us were in the market yesterday? How many of us made money yesterday? It was a very beautiful one, especially that Wednesday. Especially that Wednesday, and Madam Rachel, you made your money. It was a typical CPI move, moving in a unidirectional pattern. A typical CPI move it was. And I was like, wow. I hope people took advantage of this money, of this market. And we had some couple of testimonies. People saying, they made it was Wednesday. Yes, I know it was Wednesday. That they made their money, they did it, they did that. It was a beautiful market, a very beautiful one, right? Okay, so and I believe today will not be an exception, all right? Because we already have a kind of arc data that is driving the whole moving the whole market. And then only one high impact news today, but that doesn't mean market would not move today. So let's see how we can engage the market profitably and take positions responsibly this afternoon. So people are still not seeing my screen, okay? But then the good thing is that I'm not going to be the only one doing this this morning. There is a beautiful, wonderful, erudite queen of trading in the house this morning. So the next voice you hear shall be us. It's going to be a very beautiful one. And once she's done with us, I'm going to take over and then we continue to move the boat. Let's see how we can always arrive at a safe spot at the jetty this morning. All right, good morning once again, everybody. So the next voice you hear shall be a wonderful erudite trader.
Hello. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I hope we all had a beautiful holiday because I sure did enjoy mine. Okay, so this morning, my colleague already told you all about the fundamentals and everything we had and all. So I'm just going to go straight into this. And firstly, we are going to be looking at USD CAD. And if you notice, 15 minutes time frame, USD CAD has actually been on an upward trend because we all know dollar at the moment is strong due to the news we've had the past few days and all. So my preference for USD CAD this morning is actually still going to be a buy, although I'm not going to enter directly for people that are not risk averse and just want to be patient and don't want to risk their money too much. So all I'm going to do is just wait for my candlestick to close above this point here and then go in for a buy, meaning you can go in for a buy if price closes above this 1.37329, and then you can take your profits anywhere before, hold on please. Can you see my screen? Okay. How about now? Still no? Okay, good. Okay, we can see. Thank you. Okay. So just a moment. All right, so like I said, my preference for a USD card this morning is going to be a buy. You could decide to be someone risky and just going for an instant buy, or you could just decide to wait for price to close above this point here, which means you can wait for price to close above point 1.37229 and take your profits up here. Let's check it on 30 minutes time frame just to be safe. Okay, good. Wait for price to close above this untested resistance. So if prices close above here and gets to this point here, you can go in for a buy and take your profit at price 1.37505. Did you all get that? Alternatively, if it doesn't keep going, if it does not keep going up and doesn't close above it and decides to start falling, which I don't think it will, but just in case it does that, you can decide to go in for a sell stop if price comes below this candlestick here. If price comes below 1.37053 and take your profit before this week's support, or just to be extra safe, you can even bring down your entry price to below this Fibonacci line here and then moving average line, and then take your profit before this support here. So you can go in for a sell stop at price 1.36962 and take your profit at price 1.36836. If you also don't want to wait to that point, like I said, it's 2 entry price for the sell stop. You can decide to go in for a sell stop at price 1.37091, take your profit at price 1.36962, or go in for a sell stop at price 1.36962 and take your profit at price 1.36836. But then we all know that for pending orders, it's not only buy stop, sell stop we have. There's something we call limit. So, and we all know limit is when like a particular trade is changing direction from the trend it has been on. So you can just decide to go in for a sell limit if price comes below this untested resistance. Like if it falls and doesn't go up, if it comes below this price here, for those that would like to make more money and don't want to wait till it comes down to this first point I gave. So if price comes below here, you can decide to go in for a sell limit around there and just follow it down up to this week's support. Did we all get that? Right. So moving on to GBP USD. Someone said I'm too fast, so sorry about that. Okay, so just going to take this one more time because of the people saying I'm too fast. For a buy, I said you can go in for a buy for USD at price 1.37329 and take your profit at price 1.37505. Why for a sell? You can go in for a sell at price 1.36962, take your profit at price 1.36836, or you're going for a sell limit at price 1.37160. Thank you. So moving on to GBP USD. Now, GBP USD, as we can all see, is on a downtrend because, like like my colleague said earlier, USD is strong at the moment due to the news that came out and all. So dollar is strong. So any currency pair you are pairing it with, you know that if it is the base and the quote currency, you should by now know how to trade them and all. So since USD is strong, that means GBP USD will be on a downtrend. And as we can all see, it's been selling. So for GBP USD this morning, my preference for a buy is going to be if price comes above this moving average around this price. So you can go in for a buy at price 1.25492 and take your profits before this verified resistance. For GBP USD, you can go in for a buy at price 1.25492. Take your profit at price 1.25669. Let me say that once again. For GBP USD, you can go in for a buy at price 1.25492. Take your profit at price 1.25669. I hope we all got that. Why for a sell on GBP USD, you can decide to just wait till candlestick forms below this point here and going for a sell at price 1.24975. Take your profit at price. Let's see. Okay, good. Going for a buy at price 1.2, a sell at price 1.24975 and take your profit at price 1.24765. Okay, so for this buy, on 15 minutes, I can see that there's a verified resistance here before my TP. So what I'm going to do is just bring down my TP down below this point here, below this verified resistance. Or like I said, like we always say, you don't always have to wait to TP before closing your trade. But for those that like waiting for TP before closing trade, you can just bring down your TP to price 1.25578 and just bring in your entry price to price, okay? 1.25430. So your buy at price 1.25430 and your TP at price 1.25578. Why for a sell at price 1.24975 and your TP at price 1.24765. I hope we all got that. Did we all get that? Okay. Okay, good. So moving on to Euro USD, I know Euro USD is what most of us like to trade, especially those of us that do not have enough money in our account. We all know Euro USD is like the cheapest instrument to trade. So let's go to Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD also is also on a downtrend. Like I said about GBP USD, when you're pairing currency pairs, if dollar is strong, you should know by now how to trade them with other currency pairs. So as this dollar is strong at the moment, Euro USD is also giving us a downtrend at the moment. So if you want to trade Euro USD this morning and you want to go in for a sell, I would advise you wait for this candlestick to close and continue selling before going in, except you're the kind of person that doesn't mind risking and decide to go in for an instant sell. So what you can do is just wait for price to close below this point and then take your profits anywhere before the next support we have. Okay. Actually, going for an instant sell is even the best, but if you can't risk it, just wait for price to get here around price 1.06622 and take your TP at price 1.06279. Let me check this on 1 hour just to be sure. Okay, 15 minutes. All right, so I think that is okay to where it is. All right. Okay, so for a buy on Euro USD, wait for price to come above this support here, which is about to become a resistance actually. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, wait for price to close above this point, 1.07123, and take your profits before the next resistance we have here, before this weak resistance, which is at price 1.07275. So you can go in for a buy at price 1.07123 and take your profits at price 1.07275. Going for a sell at price 1.06622 and take your profit at price 1.06279. Or you can decide to go in for an instant sell, take your profit at the same TP. Or alternatively, if price doesn't continue to fall and decides to start retracing, if it comes above this support here, I mean resistance now, and closes above price 1.07123, going for a buy, and take your TP at price 1.07275. Did you all get that?
All right, I believe we got these, and then we just move quickly. Let's check the world of commodity, and let's see how we can also take advantage and look at sub entries. as of last week, gold was doing well, going up, even when dollar was also going up, doing well, right? And then we saw that this is a rare case, which is not unusual. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen before. And the it has always been that when dollar is strong, gold gold should be weak, right? But it wasn't like that that last week, because people were putting their money into gold as a safe haven asset, of course, because of the tension in the Middle East and stuff like that. So as a safe haven asset, people were putting their money into it. So it was rising at par with dollar. But then we saw gold also plummet, even when the news came out on on Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to share this screen now, and then so let's just continue. Since most of you were not seeing my screen, let me continue with this present screen, so that we will let me just continue with this present screen, or I'll just try to see. If it does not load, I'll continue with the present screen. All right. Okay, I think my screen has decided to repent. Okay, hope you can all see my screen. Okay, so let's continue. So I was going to talk on gold. On gold. Okay, I'm right on gold. Now look at it. Look at it. I was saying we had a momentary weakness in gold that day when the CPI came out good, right? But it has gone up again. Look at gold. Look at dollar. Look at gold. Look at dollar. Both on the rise. So, and then you ask yourself, why are these two guys buying at the same time? I just explained to you that there are periods, especially in periods of tension, when we have tension everywhere, people tend to take their money and put it into what they believe as safe haven assets. All right. So gold is still going to go up, breaking boundaries, as long as there's still panic, even around some Middle East and stuff like that. And that's why you see that even oil has been doing pretty well, at least these past weeks past now. It's been doing well. It's because we've been having some tensions and tremors around those regions, and people have to put their money into what they believe can still safeguard their wealth. And that's why you could see that gold is doing well, going up. And you see, if you are the one praying for gold to fall now, well, maybe your prayer will be answered. But then pray that the tension in the Middle East also dies. Otherwise, your prayer for gold to fall might not really be answered, except you just want to trade some little retracement. All right. So that's why gold is still destined. Gold is still destined to still rise more. But then, but in the language of technicals, once you see an instrument peak at a new high, you should expect to have some retracement, right? So that's why if you are looking for a sell, you can just go short for a very short period of time. So you can go short for a very short period of time before this thing picks up again and forms another higher high. All right. So this morning, if I'm looking at going in for a trade on gold, I'm going to just prepare for a buy stop first. I'm going to go in at 2407.93. 2407.93. I believe we got that. 2407.93 will be my entry point. 2407.93 will be my entry point for a buy trade on gold. And then I might want to just take it all the way, because there's no resistance in sight at the moment. So I'm just going to, at least one way or the other, just take it up to 2471.75. 2471.75. Gold will still push up, although it is already on your RSI at the overbought region. But you know what? Fundamentals are in support. Sentiments are still much in support of the bulls this morning on gold. All right. So that is it. Then for a sell trade on this yellow metal, okay, I'm going to prepare myself for a sell if price is able to just break right here. Or I could have said going for an instant sell, but then That could be a tricky one. It could be a tricky one because gold might just try to form another high and move, push upward there. All right, so but so you might just want to go in for a sell at 2378.70, 2378.70, 2378.70, and let's see how we can take it and take our profit around this stone cold support here around let me see. Okay, so around 2365.61. So you can look at taking your profit at 2365.61. I said going for your sell stop at 2378.70, 2378.70, and let's have our stop at 2365.61. Right. That's for gold. I believe we got that. I believe we got that. Okay, quickly, let's do for US I was gonna say oil, not US 100, oil. Okay. Now, if you look at it, oil has steadily been going uptrend, right? So and you realize that of course the tension around everywhere, and then we are beginning to have a kind of recovery in China, in the Chinese economy. Okay, so summer is also helping the demand for oil, and then there is this projection that we begin to have a kind of reduction in the inventory over there in the US, meaning that the demand for it will be high. Okay, so I am looking at still looking at some good entries, for oil this morning. So let me just go on, let's 30 minutes time frame. Let me see what's happening there, and then we take our position on oil this morning. And remember, the OPEC Plus nations are still canvassing for more nations to join their voluntary cut in supply, so to tighten the price of oil. And when there is a cut in supply, it also gives value to the price of oil. Okay, and then at the moment, why you will also see a kind of mixed reaction in the demand for oil is that dollar is high, and generally oil is priced in dollar. And when you see that dollar is doing well and is strong, it somewhat discourages holders of other currency from making a large or big purchase on oil. All right. So we may see a mixed demand, though we see that economy is recovering in China, and then but then for those holding other currency, we may see a kind of mixed reaction. But then if you still check it on weekly time frame, you will still realize that it has been a consecutive weekly gain on the third week now. Look at it. This is the current week. This is last week. And then what's it called? 2 weeks before. Although it's seeming that price is closing lower than it closed last week, but it's still a gain for it. It's still a gain for it today. All right. So I don't know, Mr. Organ Creed. I don't know what you're talking about. Your figure different from the one on my screen. I do not know what do you mean by that, sir. Which instrument? All right. Which instrument? And are you sure you are using Rally Trace stuff? If you are using another broadcast what's it called platform, you due to server difference, you may see that your price might not be on the same on the same price level because of server difference. All right, so that might be the reason. Okay, so yeah, I just explained why gold kept rising. I just explained, Mr. Chukwumika, Chukwu rather. I just explained. Okay. All right, but there are fundamentals to it. There are fundamentals to it. War, tension, Middle East tension. Owners of properties, owners of shares are taking their money out of what's it called? Out of stocks to go and put their money on gold as a safe haven asset. Just no matter what happens, gold is covered. All right, your money can be saved in there. Although it may not yield you any kind of major increase dividends like that, but your money is safe therein. All right. So that's for it. I mean, I should ask you, Mr. Agankrit, what is your servant? I should be the one asking you, what is your servant? All right. So I think I should continue. All right. So I was talking on gold. So on 30 minutes time frame. So if I'm looking at going in for a trade on oil this morning, I will go in. I will go in for a I will go in for a buy only if price trades above 90.58. 90.58 will be my entry. 90.58 will be my entry on oil this morning. 90.58 will be my entry. Okay. And then I'll look at taking my profit at 90.90. 90.90. 90.90 will be my TP on oil this morning. Then for a sell trade, and then I'll go in at 90.03, 90.03, and then I'll take my profit. I'll take my profit at 89.64. 89.64. Are you trading on Rally Trades, Mr. Gankreed? Are you trading on Rally Trades platform? That's the question. Are you trading on Rally Trades platform? 90.03 as my entry for a sell, and then my TP at 89.64. So you are trading on Rally Trades platform, then your price should not be should be the same as the one you are seeing here. All right. Then 90.58, your entry for a buy, your TP at 90.90. Okay. That is for oil. So let's look at US 100. Let's look at US 100 this morning. Okay, now you realize that US 100 recovered all the loss it made on Wednesday. Yesterday was a pretty good time for US 100. And if you were in the market yesterday, you will see how that rally really gave money. Okay, so it was a very beautiful one yesterday. And then now it's looking like it's going to do a repeat of this now, technically speaking now. So you will expect it to start to come down. But generally, like we've always advised, if you look at it, US 100 is uptrend. It's uptrend actually, right? So, and if you are the one trading as a swing trader, all right, you should always try to look out for buy trade. Okay, but as an intraday trader, okay, we can always still use use our what's it called, support and resistance to take entries and position in the market. So that said, okay, uh for gold, okay, so so I said gold for US 100. I was saying, so for US 100, if I'm looking out for an entry today, I'll just prepare myself to take a sell trade right where price is at, where my horizontal line is. I was going to say at 18446.18. If price trades down to that level, is a good place for me to go in for a sell trade at 18446.18, 18446.18, and then I'll take my profit. At price level 18417, 18417.10, 18417.10, 18417.10 will be my TP. 18417.10 will be my TP. Then I should also say, I've always said it, when we have market trading in the morning like this, you should expect to use more of limit orders, especially more on indices market like this. Now the price is trying is getting rejected around this region. It's obvious here. That around this region, there is a support around this region here. Okay, there's a support around this region here, and if price is getting rejected and is going up back all the way, so it's a good place for you to also prepare for a sell limit. It's a good place for you to prepare for a sell limit at 18500.41. 18500.41. So I first give you a sell stop at 18446.18. Sell stop at 18446.18, and take your TP at 18417.10. 18417.10. Now, should price get rejected as we are seeing it happen here, for those who are sharp enough, they will know that, okay, if price is rejected, that's the language for a buy trade, that you just follow it up all the way. That's the line for a buy to follow it up all the way. However, what I'm giving you this morning as my signals here today is firstly a sell stop at 18446.18 and a TP at 18417.10. And then the other direction I'm giving you is that once price buys up all the way to this verified resistance, take a sell again at 18500.41. That will be a sell limit. That will be a sell limit. Take a sell limit at 18500.41 and then follow it down to this price, and then this place will now be your TP. Hope you are not confused. Okay, price is getting rejected. Like I said, for those who are sharp enough, that's the language for a buy. But I'm not giving you any entry for that. But for those who understand how the market works, okay. So I said for that your sell limit going in at 18500.41 and look at taking your profit at 18468.31. 18468.31. So let me take it again for emphasis purpose that okay, thank you. It has been dropped. It has been dropped. Thank you. All right, it has been dropped. Thank you. So that's it. That's for US 100 this morning. Okay, let's drive it and push it further to US 30 and let's see how we can take position on US 30 this morning as well. Right. So for a very beautiful one, I'm going to ask you to firstly prepare for a sell limit on US 30 right here at price level 38850. 38850. The sell limit will be in order at 38850. A sell limit will be in order as 38850. A sell limit will be in order as 38850. All right, that it will be in order for you. Okay, so but then you can look at taking your profit around price level. Okay, you can look at taking your profit as 38777. 38777. Use good volume, you make money here. All right. Then for an alternative direction for this instrument, I'm going to ask you to play for a sell stop right here at 38720. A sell stop at 38720. 38720 is a good place for you to take a sell stop, and you can look at taking your profit around price level 38624. 38624. 38624. I believe we got that as well. All right. Quickly, I'm just going to look at US 2000 this morning. US 2000 this morning. I know, US 2000 has been my friend lately. Okay. But when you have money, he's a good friend of yours. Okay. So US 2000 this morning. Okay, I'm on 5 minutes. Sorry, let me just go on 1 hour. I want to give you an intraday position, not for scalping. Okay. Now look at US 2000 this morning. Okay, and it has got to a point where I will ask you to either prepare for our instant sell or you just set your sell limit. Still set your sell limit around price level 2062.2. Set your sell limit around 2062.2. Right? Set your sell limit around there. At least for this morning. But before we have any kind of major breakups, 2062.2 is sell limit there. And let's look at us. Okay. Taking our profit around price region 2056.2. Let's take our profit at 2056.2. The sell limit at 2062.2 and take your profit at 2056.2. That is for it this morning. And that's the only position I'm going to be giving you on the US 2000 this morning. All right. Okay, so let's look at DE, D40, D30, D40. Okay. And morning session is a good time for you to trade D30 and Europe instruments. Okay. Sorry, just 1 minute. All right. Let's just continue. All right. So let's continue. On DE. Okay. On day 40, okay, so I'm going to ask you to prepare, please prepare for a sell limit as well. A sell limit where my cursor is here at 18407.1. 18407.1. Okay, somebody said thanks for the gold. As gold triggered. Okay, so 18407.1. 18407.1. 18407.1 will be a good spot for a sell limit, all right? And if we were to go with what we are seeing here, even this place ESF, even this place here is serving as this 50.0 fever level, serving as a good place for us to prepare for it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So a sell limit can set a sell limit first at 18407.1, all right? But if price gets rejected around this where price is here now, okay, if it keeps selling from here, just follow the sell down to this support level, that is this 38.2 feeble level, just follow it. But the sell limit I'm giving is at 18407.1. 18407.1 is the place I'm giving you your sell limit. All right. But then should price keep selling, just follow the sell down to this support level. All right, yeah. And that's going to be my entry for DE 30D 40 this morning. Okay, so for your DE40 entry at 18407.1, let's take our profit. Let's take our profit at our price region 18364.8. 18364.8. 18364.8. And that will be all this morning on our morning market review. That will be all. I believe it's going to be a very wonderful time for us. Let's meet at 2 p.m. for a live afternoon trade session, and then it's going to be a very beautiful one. Okay. All right. You may reach out to your account manager, Mr. Organ Creed, please. You may reach out to your account manager. Okay. You're on gold sell minus 200K. Is it the one we gave you this morning or the one you entered? When did you enter it? Okay, you're asking what should you do? Okay. Okay, you're on sell on gold. That's not the good news. So that's not a good news because gold actually is still upward bound. You understand? But you entered around 6 a.m. But the good news is that we should still expect gold to still sell. At least it has got to a new high. So the law of what's it called, the retracement should catch up with it. So once it does that, then you may just want to exit. You may not wait for it to get back to your entry. You may want to close, except the fundamentals coming today, we also push it down. All right. Okay. So the same thing goes for you, Mr. Imelda. Right. So just allow it because it is expected to do a kind of retracement. It has got to a new high. So a retracement is bound to take just that the retracement might not last long. Okay, do you understand? It may not last long. And that's just it. You get. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining in this morning. We meet 1 p.m. again. I mean 2 p.m. I meant to say for a live session, and it's going to be a very beautiful one. Let's have a very wonderful, peaceful, profitable day. God bless you.